Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Heel back at it again with a new video. Thank you all for watching this video, tuning into the channel. If you're new here, hit that big old subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share this video throughout your entire social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, Impact, and pay-per-views as well. Alright, this will be my WWE SmackDown Live review recap for September 19, 2017. SmackDown Live just ended a couple minutes ago, and I gotta be very honest, I thought tonight's show was shit. And here's the thing too, you know it's sad when you're on Twitter and apparently somebody posted a picture literally 3 minutes before the show went on the air where literally half of the arena was empty. Kind of sad too, because you think about it, right? People were saying for a long time that SmackDown Live is the A show, right? Oh my god, it's the A show of the WWE. But if that was the case, then it would be literally selling out every arena, right? Just saying. Alright, so the show kicked off with Shane McMahon in the ring talking about the beatdown that Kevin Owens gave his dad last week, and how he sat at home and watched the whole thing go down with his kids, and how it was tough for his children to watch their grandfather get literally beat up by Kevin Owens like a coward, what have you. And he pretty much told Kevin Owens to imagine how it would have felt if he saw someone that he loved get cowardly attacked by someone the way Kevin Owens attacked Vince McMahon. And he talked about, hey, you know, McMahon, we fight with vengeance, and how at Hell in a Cell he is going to literally give Kevin Owens the biggest beatdown of his life inside the Hell in a Cell structure, which I think overall, again, it was a good way to kick off the show. It got to the point we saw Shane's reaction, him being mad. He didn't shuffle to the ring. He just literally walked down the aisle. We get literally our first match of the night. We get Randy Orton versus Aiden English. So literally Aiden English here, right? Who's been on a fucking winning streak here, right? He beating Sami Zayn left and right every single episode of SmackDown Live. It's finally getting some competition here, fucking Randy Orton. And the match, for what it was, okay, it wasn't like a long match, but Aiden English held his own here. There was a moment here where Orton was gonna fucking back suplex him into a table, and fucking Aiden English counters the whole thing and hits his version of a back suplex onto Orton through a table. And again, it gave Aiden English some good offense here until he gets hit with the RKO out of nowhere after he jumped off like the middle rope or the top rope. And then Orton just called him with the RKO for the 1, 2, 3. But again, I like the fact that they're giving someone like Aiden English some good amount of ring time, even if it's against someone like Randy Orton, okay? And then after this, Rusev comes out to pretty much challenge Randy Orton for a fight after having a SummerSlam. Orton accepts. It literally doesn't go long, like literally like a minute and a half or less than that, because Orton goes for like the RKO. Rusev pulls him to the ropes. Aiden English gets up on the apron, and Orton just literally pushes Aiden English off the apron. And then Rusev does a kick for the 1, 2, 3. So Rusev went, he's running like crazy, like, oh my god, he just won the fucking world title, like celebrating and shit, right? And then backstage they interviewed him, right, about what happened. And Rusev, again, he's acting like he's literally the world champion, he's #1, what have you, okay? I thought, again, it was very funny. You know they're gonna do another match at Hell in a Cell between Rusev and Randy Orton. But I thought, again, the MVP here, in my honest opinion, was Aiden English, okay? We had the Singh brothers and Jinder Mahal, where the Singh brothers gave Jinder a huge introduction. You see, Jinder Mahal is so lucky to have awesome cousins like the Singh brothers, yo, for real. A part of me wishes that I had cousins just as cool like the Singh brothers. I'm just saying, okay? And they're in the ring to talk about Shinsuke Nakamura, literally going with the insults from last week, but the face reactions, and they went a whole thing about him being Japanese, and how, you know, they referenced Mr. Miyagi, and how his face will still be after Jinder beat Shinsuke Nakamura. They referenced wax on, wax off, and shit like that. And people were chanting, that's too far, that's gone too far, shit like that. And here's my thing, right? These are the same people that were going crazy for Austin during the Attitude Era and the Divas back in the day. Oh, but now we've gone too fucking far. Here's the thing, okay? I don't think it went too far. I just thought the way it was put out there was corny as shit, in my honest opinion. I thought the delivery was whack. And it's one of those things where Jinder, and again, it's tough for me to, like, you know, laugh at these jokes, because again, the way he's saying them, it's just so fucking deplorable. After this, they interviewed Shinsuke Nakamura backstage, and literally he giggled about Jinder's mockery. He said, it's very funny, but not so funny at Hell in a Cell when he wins the WWE Championship. AJ Styles makes its entrance. He gets on the microphone. He talking about, you know, what happened with Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon. How Vince McMahon, the reason why there's a WWE, there's an AJ Styles. Like, literally pretty much putting over Vince here. And now Kevin Owens is literally the biggest jerk in the world here. And he talks about Baron Corbin taking a shortcut. Literally everything that he did. Getting to the main roster, winning the Money in the Bank, cashing in and failing. Facing Cena at SummerSlam and failing. And how he's going to face AJ Styles and he will fail. Lone Wolf can huff and puff, but he's never gonna blow down the house that AJ Styles built. Corbin gets in the ring, and before the bell even ring, he attacks Styles like a double axe handle. And literally after all this, right, Ty Dillinger comes out, clips him in the back of the knee, and literally starts going off on Baron Corbin, literally attacking him like you've never seen someone that aggressive before, right? And then Baron is literally limping, right? He's limping back into the ring. The bell hadn't even rung, and AJ locks in the calf crusher. But Baron Corbin taps out and he can't fucking compete. So backstage, you see Corbin just limping, all mad and furious for what happened. He talked about someone's going to pay. And he called Ty Dillinger the perfect zero, by the way, also, which I thought was very funny, too. I said it before and I'll say it again. Hell in a Cell. You got to do a three-way. AJ Styles versus Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title. Even if you have Ty Dillinger just be in the match just to eat the pinfall. Then we have Charlotte making her way to the ring. She talks about how it's good to be back home and how she wants to thank everybody for their thoughts and their prayer for her dad who had been sick, and how it's been an emotional 6 weeks. Ric Flair's actually making a comeback, but she was away. She learned a valuable lesson. Life is very fragile and unexpected, and that's why you have to make the moments count. So she literally is out there and literally wants a shot at Natalya, because Natalya comes out, right? And Natalya is literally talking about honoring women, what have you, and she has this portrait out, this giant portrait that's covered up, and they unveil it. It's Natalya with the SmackDown Women's Championship. But then after that, again, Charlotte challenges Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then out comes Becky Lynch to make her claim, out comes Naomi to make her claim, and then out comes Tamina to make her claim as well. Like, literally all these women want a shot at Natalya for the SmackDown Women's title. Daniel Bryan announced the main event of tonight's SmackDown Live will be a fatal four-way between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Tamina, and the winner will meet Natalya at Hell in a Cell for the SmackDown Women's title. We then had the Hype Bros versus the New Day in a non-title match. You had the Usos literally on commentary for this one. For what it was okay. The match didn't really go long. Obviously, the New Day got the win. And after all of it, you had a backstage segment with the Hype Bros just literally upset about what happened and how they got to really just change shit around drastically. I'm sensing a heel turn eventually. I think like all of us are, but only time will tell, right? We then had Kevin Owens, who was live via satellite, talking about what happened last week. He wanted to apologize to Vince McMahon for what happened. He really doesn't know what came over him. He watched it again and again, but he still can't believe what he did. So he apologized to the WWE Universe, to WWE management, and a heartfelt apology to the McMahon family as well. But he also went over to say that he blamed Shane for what happened, because literally Shane had all this coming for all the time that Shane has fucked Kevin Owens over, and at Hell in a Cell, like, it's nothing compared to what Kevin Owens will do to Shane at Hell in a Cell. I digged it for what it was, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I understand why he was via satellite. I get it. The idea is, hey, he can't be there with Shane there right now. Eventually, it'll happen. I'm pretty sure next week you'll have Shane and Owens in the same building. But again, I like the whole notion that, hey, he's sincere, but at the same time, he's not really sincere. Then we had Dolph Ziggler come out and ramble about the greatest in-ring performers in WWE history again, and he did a Triple H entrance, and then he asked if he can run NXT now. Honestly, I think Dolph would be better off at NXT right now, if you ask me. And then he goes out of his way to imitate a showstopper, that being Shawn Michaels, and he does his fucking entrance. And then after that, he's like, you know what, fuck all this, we're gonna get even lower, and then he imitates D-Generation X. People were chanting CM Punk. Again, people thought, okay, you're gonna do the whole CM Punk, I guess, entrance and gimmick and shit, but it really didn't go that way. And I'll be real about it too. A part of me felt, okay, maybe, just maybe, we will see Bobby Roode come out, right? Because people have been thinking about, okay, Bobby Roode will eventually come out. It has been 3 weeks already without Bobby fucking Roode. What the fuck is going on? I don't fucking know. But that's that, of course, okay? And then we get the main event of the evening. We had the Fatal 4-Way for the #1 contendership spot for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Tamina. I thought the match for what it was a very okay match for what it was. All the women got their spots in. There's a moment where Tamina, literally, I thought was going to get the win. She does like the whole Superfly splash from the top rope on Becky for a near fall because Naomi breaks it up. And then Charlotte literally hits the big boot on Tamina for the 1, 2, 3. Now, Charlotte Flair is the new #1 contender. She will meet Natalya at Hell in a Cell for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Kind of saw this coming a mile away. This will be, once again, another match in their saga here. Okay, you go back to 2016, the match that they had back in the day, but just saying, okay? Overall, again, I thought SmackDown Live, again, was a shit show, to be very honest here. Again, people say SmackDown Live is the A show, but if you look at those pictures of almost literally half empty section of the arena, kind of debatable. Give me your thoughts, guys, down below in the comment threads on SmackDown Live tonight if you enjoyed it or not. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Make sure you like all my videos, and as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's your boy Heel, and I'm out. And remember, it's wrestling and whatever.